Hello, hello. My name is Robin. I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture, a high-end DIY home decor company. And I am going to share with you a quick project on a saw. Now, because I'm not working on a Chalk Couture project or surface, I needed to wax it. I went ahead and applied a layer of wax, and this is the wax that I use. You can get this at your local hardware stores. It's a hard wax, and I just put a thin layer on there, and what the wax does is it forms a barrier between your surface and your transfers so that your transfers will remove easily and not ruin them or pull from the surface that you're working on. Now that it's been on there, I put it on and I let it set for about 15 minutes or so, and then I just gently buff off the excess. Now this saw is very sharp, so if you're going to work with a saw, just watch where you put your fingers. This is an old one that I bought at an auction for this purpose. I've kind of been hanging on to it. Okay, so I got that buffed off. So I'm going to be working with a couple different transfers. I want this to say welcome friends. So the first thing I'm going to do is do my letters. And I've got like script writing. Now, I don't know if you can see the tick marks here. This is what you're going to use to line up your next letter. So you're going to put a little bit of chalk paste on there, and when you're all done with your project, those little tick marks can be erased without any problem. So I am going to figure out where I'm going to do the letters in black. I should tell you I'm going to do the letters in black. I've already stirred all my chalk paste, so I'm ready to rock and roll. I think I'm going to work with some flowers as well. And we're going to cut apart this transfer and use the word friends for this project. So let me see where I want my letters to be. I'm kind of hoping I can save the flowers for down here on the bottom. Is what my goal is, I think. So I'm going to just start by placing my W where I want it to be, and I'm just going to work my way down. And normally I would fuzz my transfer. Fuzzing just means to put it on a microfiber towel of some sort, or a kitchen towel, whatever you got, and add a little bit of lint to the back of your transfer. That way it's not overly sticky and will remove easily without ruining it. My letters I've used several times, so they have lost a little bit of their sticky power, so I'm not worried about them sticking too bad. So let me place my W down here. Alright, I'm going to work out my air bubbles. I do have a water bath to the side of me, so as I am finished with a letter, I'm going to place it in the water bath. I'm going to use my small tool, and I'm going to use the tick marks here as well. It's finally beginning to look a little like spring in upstate New York. It's still a little on the chilly side, but we are getting better. Every day is a little bit closer to spring. Just going to remove my excess. When you're working with the chalk paste, you want to work a little bit quickly. You don't want it to dry on your surface because then it won't have a nice crisp image. Okay, and there's the W, and it's meant to look like it's been weathered. It's not meant to look perfect. Let me see if I can show you the little tick mark here. Where is it? Right here is a little tick mark. So when I go to place my next letter, I'm going to line up the tick marks so that it's going to eventually look like it was handwritten. I am going to dry in between, so there's going to be a little bit of a loud noise here. If you're layering like that, when you're doing things right next to each other, you want to make sure that you dry in between, so that way you're not pulling up your previous letter. So now, see the tick marks in the very top corners here? I'm going to line this up with the one that's on there, and that's how I'm going to know that it is lined up properly. I think I'm going to line it up. Just like so. And because I need to use the E a second time, I'm going to give it a quick wash in the water bath and let it dry while I'm working on the other letters. Again, do my tick mark. Remove my excess. And pull that baby up. So I'm going to dip that in the water bath quick, slosh it around, get the initial ink paste off so that I can get a nice crisp image the second time. Oops. Okay, so I've rinsed it off and I have a towel here. And I'm just going to lay that on my towel, dry it off a little bit, get my disinfectant wipe, and clean it off some more. And I'm going to set it aside, sticky side up, so that it will dry while I go on to the next letter. Alright, so we have the W-E, and now we're going to do the L. Again, I'm going to line up my tick marks. It's hard to see on this. So, whoops. I had it and then I lost it. Like so. Press out your air bubbles and go in with your chalk paste. This is a fairly simple design, but it's a little time consuming because you're placing each letter individually. They do have transfers that have the word welcome on it already. Mine are en route to me. They have not made it here yet, but I just decided not to wait and just do it this way. So I'm going to peel that off and into the water bath and go. Let's try that. Okay. It's late night here in upstate New York. I couldn't sleep and I had this project in my brain. So I thought I would just do a video. Not to go live because everybody else is sleeping. And we'll just share it. We'll upload it and share it afterwards. Alright, there's my C. And again, back in with the chalk paste. And when you're working with chalk paste, if you don't like how this comes out, you don't like your finished product, as long as you don't seal it, you can erase it and start all over again. That's the beauty of the chalk paste. Okay. We'll try that one. VELCO. Make sure that I spell welcome correctly. And again, we're going in with the tick marks. And I guess if you were really anal about, I did not remove the rust from this, because I kind of like the rustic look. But if you are a little anal and would like to remove, I'm sure that a little bit of steel wool would remove the imperfections. I like the imperfections. To me, that's what makes the look for it. It gives a little bit of character, a little texture. That's how I like the primitive look. So, okay. There's my O. And again, dry. And now the M. Now the M I am going to fuzz because this has not been used. So it's newer. So I'm going to grab my towel. And I'm just going to lay it down and pull it up a couple of times. Put a little bit of lint back there. I want it to stick, but I also want it to come off. Alright, we're going to use our tick mark there. And just keep doing what we've been doing. Like so. Don't forget the tick marks. And remove. One more letter to do. That's the E that we washed. Get our E back here, make sure he's dry. And get him on there, line up our tick marks again. Okay, Last letter in the word welcome. Okay, and there we have the word welcome on here. Oh, try not to cut myself. Sorry about that. There's a little bit of a glare there, huh? There we go. All right, I'm now going to remove the tick marks on the top. I have a baby wipe here. I'm just going to remove those black tick marks because we don't want those on there. Okay, so they are gone. And now we need the word friends, which I need to cut. So let me locate my scissors here. Okay, this is one of our size A transfers. There's 3 pieces to this one. Let me show you, get it out of the plastic wrap and I will show you. You can see the cut lines here where you can cut the 3 words apart. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those apart. One says family, friends, and memories. But we are going to use the friends. Because I'm thinking this could hang over a front door, maybe in your entryway, on your front door. Alright, so put those away. Alright, so now we have the word friends, and I'm going to go ahead and fuzz this because this is a brand new stencil, and I don't want it to, what do I do with my towel? It's on the floor. I don't want it to be too overly sticky. Oh, and what I forgot to do is mark the back of my carrier sheet. That way when you put your transfer back on here, you know what's the front and the back. So I always mark the back of it. You can tell because the part that you lay your transfer back on is shiny and the back is not. So I'm just going to write the word friends so I know what backing goes to what. Alright, I'm going to fuzz this a couple of times, and we are going to just eyeball where we want this. Right there, looks good. Maybe, let me see something. Let me try something here. No, I think we're going to do it right there. Trying to decide if I want it to be even or just below. I think we're going to go even. I think that'll look a little bit better. Okay. So I'm going to use a bigger squeegee because this is a little bit big of an area. Work out my air bubbles. Pick up some of the chalk paste and just run that across my transfer. Make sure you don't have any lines. Remove the excess, put it back in your jar. This is liquid gold here. Go back and make sure you got everything filled in. Okay, and then we're going to peel and reveal. And you never want to peel corner to corner. You want to peel side to side or top to bottom. pull up at a 90-degree angle. That will keep your transfer from curling too bad. And I'm not sure I'm liking that. I'm not liking that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove this just like so. That's the beauty of it. I'm going to let that dry. Excuse me while I go grab another transfer. Hang on one second. I got them back here in my handy dandy notebook. I just got to locate it. Sorry guys, hang tight. Okay. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go back to my letters. Can't find what I'm looking for. So, I'm going to go back to my other letters. Look, the H is right there. Let's do home. So I need to wash my letters. The O, M, and an E. Alright, so same process. We're going to take it out of the bath. Get the disinfectant wipe. Sorry, this is what happens. Best laid plans sometimes don't go as we plan them. And that's what you're seeing here. The O, like so. Oh, that's the C. Here's the O and the M. I didn't like that because the friends ended up being too small against the welcome. So I'm just going to plan B. Okay, so I got them washed. I'm going to set them aside to dry while I do my H. Same process now. We're going to do the H-O-M-E, same way we did the welcome. Okay. Let's place our H just like, and I'm not going to be able to do my tick mark, am I? Yes, I am. Okay. Go back to my little squeegee. We'll do our H just like so. The always like to say there's no mistakes, only discoveries. So I discovered that the Friends was not going to work with this. Alright, so we got the H on there. Pull that off. That goes in the water. Let's dry. Let's get our O out here. Make sure it's dry. I keep losing my blue towel. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Let's make sure the O is dry. And I put my tick mark on the bottom this time because there wasn't enough room on the top. So I'm just going to line that up. No, I'm not. That's not going to work. So I'm going to just wing it myself. Like so. M. Make sure he's dry. Okay. Oh, let's dry the O. Okay, I'm going to place my M. So I'm not using the tick marks on here because I'm running out of room. But I can see where the previous letter is, so I can line it up to make it look like it's handwritten. So that's what I'm doing. And last letter is our E. I'll dry that off some more. Dry my M. And let's place the E. Okay. I really need to open my other black. This one is really getting... It's been loved way too many times. Alright, so we have Welcome Home. That I'm happy with. So let me clean off my holes so I can close up my ink or my paste. I was working with ink the other day, so now that's in my brain. Chocolate Chair does offer paste and ink. The ink you're going to want to use on fabric or glass, anything that you, and it's permanent after you bake it or heat set it. And if you're working on wood or chalkboard, metal, you want to use the paste. It's removable until you seal it. So if it's something that you don't want to come off, make sure you use a spray clear sealer on top of it, and then it'll be permanent. I usually, all my finished work, I usually do a spray sealer on so that it's going to be permanent. I don't want to sell something to somebody and then have them lose it if they use it in a bathroom where there's a lot of steam or something like that. All right, so now I'm going to move on to the flowers. I'm going to place the flowers, and I've got a yellow and a green set aside for this. I am going to fuzz this. Just place it on my towel and lift it up. And let's put this right. You know what? We're going to leave off the other green. So I'm not doing the entire, I'm leaving out a piece of the stem, the transfer. It's not gonna, I could make it fit, but it's not angled the way I want it to be angled. So I'm just leaving off this last little corner. So I'm gonna do the flowers in yellow and the green for the leaves. So let's do the leaves first. And this is Garden Herb I'm using. So we're going to go ahead and do the greenery in the green color. Like so. You could do this all one color if you chose to, but I like to add a little bit of color. Remove my excess. All right, clean that off, and we're going to go in with our yellow. I'm going to use the bigger squeegee, and like I said, I already pre-stirred these. So they were all ready to go. You definitely want to stir your paste before you use them. Get them all stirred up. I'm getting close to that green there. Yeah. Trying to get that whole flower. One more flower to do. Okay. Remove my excess and peel and reveal. And there's that. Right into the water bath it's going to go. And I think we're going to do one more. I have a little one. Right there. I'm going to use my yellow for the two little teeny flowers. Clean that off quick, and we'll go in with the green and do the leaves. Just like so. Just like that, nice and quick. And peel and reveal. Okay, there's that. Let me clean my tools and I will show you, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do to finish it off. We're going to add some embellishments. Had my glue gun warming up over here while I've been figuring out what we're doing. And if you like my video, please like and share, and I will post my website, my store link. So if you want to go check us out, you can certainly do that. If you want more information on Chakrature, maybe becoming a designer yourself, or just doing it as a hobby, I'd like to help you with that. That way I know there's a little bit of a glare. Let me see if I can. There's the welcome and home. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I bought some wood flowers. So what I'm thinking is attaching some wood flowers near the handle of the saw. I grab my wood glue here, or my hot glue. And let's see, I kept seeing these people using the wooden flowers, and I fell in love with the way they look. So I happened to find some in one of my favorite department stores. So I thought I would grab some. God, they're nice. And we're going to attach, well, these are cute. I don't know what they are exactly, but something a little different in here. Let's see what we can do here. What else is in here? Anything good? Kind of like there's some big wooden flowers and then some like potpourri type stuff. That doesn't smell. It's all like wooden stuff. So let's see what we can do with them, shall we? Let's pick out a few pieces. My kids used to yell at me when they were little. I like to do, I like to go I call it weed picking. When things start to dry off and die in the fall, they make great flower arrangements, and there's some weeds dry really nicely. So I'm just going to kind of use my hot glue and squeeze some of my hot glue out here, enough to get this to stick to where I want it. Now you don't want to touch the hot glue with your fingers because it's hot and it will burn you. I have done that several times myself and it is not fun. Okay, so I've got that bad bear where I want it, and I think I'm going to place another one. Let's make sure that's going to stay. Yep. Maybe, maybe not. Let's push it down a little bit longer. That was a big blob of glue. And yeah, let's do that right there. I don't know what these are made out of, but they're kind of cool. Just seeing where I need to put the glue on the back of the flower. I always like to try and dry fit first. Whew. That is some hot glue. That was warming up for quite a while over there. Let's place that down and hold it. And I love these neutral colors. I'm a neutral color girl anyway. So then let's just randomly place a few of these, just because I like how they look. Something a little different. Just like so. The only thing I dislike about hot glue are the strings that you get with it. But I guess that can't really be helped, can it? see where best. These are a weird shape, so they're kind of hard to glue in there. I'm going to attach it to the other flower because I think it's harder to glue it onto the metal. This one has a nice big stem that I'm going to utilize in a flat spot here. So let's just put some glue there, turn that baby around and tuck it right down in here, just like so, and hold it till it sets. If you need to add some, just to get it to set. The hot glue dries clear, so don't worry about if something kind of dribbles over. There. I'm thinking we need a little something right up here. So let's add that baby. Big glob of glue there. Let's put that baby right down in here, like so. Oops, that one popped up a little bit. And then, how about, let's see, let me get rid of these flowers before my cats have them all over the house. That's never good. No, I'm kind of happy with the way it is. And then I will add a hanger to the back of it. Probably a piece of jute rope, but that's what I got from my saw. Welcome home. This can go over top of a door, next to your back door, and I will spray seal this so that it's permanent. But I wanted to show you that you're not confined to just wood and chalkboard when it comes to chalkature. You can use your imagination, use whatever surfaces you have laying around. I have some jars here that I want to chalk on for dog bones for my doggies. So pretty much anything you can decorate, do a lot of home decor. Anyway, thanks for watching. Any questions, please send me a message or comment under this video, and I will get back to you. Visit my website and like and share my group page. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.